It doesn't take a genius to see that I have a real problem with my mother. Just look at these medical records.
She states her family pushed her until she gave them a plan, admits to extreme depression, says her mother manipulates her and tries to control her life.
Reason for admission. My mom thinks I'm suicidal. My parents care about money too much. My mom thinks me coming here would get me on Medicaid.
The patient's crying, stressed because she thinks her mom is lying about her, says her mom is following her and that she calls the cops and tells them that she's suicidal.
I'm agoraphobic because of my mom. Coping skills, just to try to stay away from my mom. My mom is intrusive and manipulative. Stressors. I don't get along with my sister and my dad because of my mom, and I feel like I have no support. I don't know, still kind of shocked that I'm in here, that my mom has gotten this good at lying.
All of her stress stems from her mother, constantly pushing my buttons, she says. Feels like mom has turned her family against her. Patient stressors, mainly parents. Conflict with family. The patient minimizes this, stating her mother just wants her on Medicaid and set her up to make those statements, just to get her hospitalized. Her mother apparently has it all planned out for the patient to go to a drug treatment program out of state, except she hasn't discussed this with the patient, and the patient says she has no interest in or need to go. She blames her mother because she's a pathological liar. However, patient seems overly focused on mother being the source of her problem. Even if her mother is certain that she is abusing drugs at home, which the patient denies, there is no basis to send her to treatment against her will. With the patient's permission, the social worker met with her mother, who is hoping that the patient will decide to enter the 28-day dual diagnosis program. Continued. And that a family friend is willing to finance it for her at La Hacienda Rehab in Hunt, Texas.
This next entry by the nurse was a total HIPAA violation.
After the visiting patient's family requested to speak with this RN, the family voiced concerns that the patient didn't want to go to the treatment center in Texas as planned, questioned options they might have, and answered family questions and encouraged them to call and talk to the social worker in the morning. The patient reports that the affidavit on the chart is, quote, lies by my family trying to lock me up. When the patient is unable to explain why they would do this, except, quote, they want to control me. The patient reports poor relationship with her mother for the past 4 years. The patient reports her father is, quote, always on her mom's side, and that her boyfriend is the only one who understands. The patient does not want mother involved in the planning of her discharge.
Why didn't they just listen to me?